Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. What are they carrying? What are people carrying within that you and I cannot see with the physical eyes? What are people carrying within? What are people carrying in their lives? What are people dealing with on a day by day basis that you and I have no idea what is happening, what storms that they're facing? The only way we will be able to know that is a couple of things. Is if we interact with them, have a small, slight interaction, have a deep conversation, or you know them personally and you're living in their space and you can see what they're going through. Other than that, as we pass each other in the streets, in the supermarkets, we sit in board meetings, we make legislative decisions for people's life. We take chances. We go about our businesses. We do what we have to do every day. We see people in the streets. We see them going about doing what they have to do. But what are they carrying within that you and I don't know? And some we don't care to know because it's their life. What they're dealing with, they will deal with it. At least we're hoping that they get a way out, the support, the right answer that we all need. But what are people carrying within that we don't see? Years ago, back home in my country, I remember there was an incident on the streets where a young lady was walking. She was just walking, and a guy was coming towards her. And I think accidentally, in some way or the other, she may have grazed him because she was hurriedly going where she was going. And based on that little brush, it evolved into something that was so catastrophic, that was so painful, that was so uncontrollably. All it was that she was hurriedly going along her way and her shoulder brushed a guy. And that was the end and be all of him having this big eruption and volcano. Now, some may say that it was uncalled for. Some may say that he had a lot of issue that he was dealing with that a lot of people did not see or couldn't know because we don't know him. We don't live in the same house with him. He's not a close relative with us. We never had a conversation with him. So we have no idea what that man was carrying with him. From that level, it reached to abuse, physical altercation, and that young woman ending up in the hospital in a coma for at least 6 weeks. What was he carrying within? To find out that this man not only had lost his job, but he had a wife that had an ailment, and his son was also very, very sick. But no one had a clue what he was carrying within. You see, sometimes our physical eyes look at people and they look all put together and everything seemed perfect, the perfect life. Even with the opposite side, they would look at that life and want to envy it. And they would say, oh, what a great life that person have. I wish. But you do not know what that man or woman is carrying within and what they have to do to reach to the place that they are in life. Now, in society today, economic pressures are so high. People are being pressured economically because they have their bills to pay. They have to deal with workplace issues, where they're living, family issues, We all have something that we have to deal with at the end of the day. A lot of people process things differently. Not everyone can process and control their emotions. Not everyone can hold that within and handle their situation. Some people do not have that threshold. What are they carrying within? It's like when you're walking in the streets these days. If someone mash your feet, you have to tell them sorry. You have to tell them sorry because you do not know what storm that man or woman is carrying within. You see, not many people were made up to handle the pressures of life that they are facing at the moment. Not many people can handle that. So it's for us to understand, when you see another person in the streets, go about, try as hard as possible to avoid anything that can lead to some form of confrontation, pain, sorrow. If we can add something peaceful to their life, saying a good word, hello, and keep it pushing, good morning, keep it pushing. Sometimes, based on how they are, you have to assess the person as well. Don't say anything. Keep it pushing, keep going, and just bless them from a distance. Because people are carrying things within that you and I have no idea. Now that young lady, if she knew that that man would have retaliated or respond or react that way, she would have been very careful how she's walking on the pathway. So I want to say to you guys, be careful of what we say to people in our workplaces, in the streets, in certain social gatherings, in meetings, because you don't know what a man or woman is carrying within. Peace.